these, I get the best of all worlds. I can listen to my music, I can listen to podcasts, I can have conversations with people without stopping the music, and I can hear the forest, I can hear the birds, I can hear the waterfalls. It feels much more immersive being out in nature, but without having to sacrifice the music that I like to listen to while working. Imagine a set of headphones that not only allowed you to listen to music without losing track of the world around you, but also served as a real-time POV creation system. That's the promise behind VibeLens's MusicCam Pro, paving the way for a new form of storytelling. But does it deliver? Last year, I reviewed the original MusicCam, and it was genuinely one of the most interesting wearable gadgets I tried. The idea was simple. It's headphones that you can wear, they're bone conduction, so it's not noise canceling, you don't lose track of the world around you. But there's also a camera attached, which allows you to capture everything in real time, what you're seeing, when you're seeing it, just hit a button, record. One device that does it all. I don't need to carry my GoPro, I don't need to worry about taking my phone out of my pocket to take a picture or snap a video. I don't need to worry about missing the moment or like stopping the podcast or not listening to music while I'm doing that other thing. It's all in one device. Cool idea. Fast forward a few months and the team sent me the updated MusicCam Pro. And to be honest, they're worlds apart. While the first version felt like more of a cool proof of concept gadget, this version feels much more refined. They've tackled most of the issues that plagued the first, and it feels much closer to the real-time content creation system the team was aiming to build. So I've spent the last week hiking with it, climbing with it, swimming with it, taking calls with it, using the translation and AI features, and generally trying to use it as part of my everyday life. And today, I'm going to show you what's improved, what's still a work in progress, and generally what I think about it. Let's get started. Inside the box, you've got the VibeLens itself, instruction manual. What's this? The charging cable. Ooh, and a nice carrying case as well. Straight away, the first thing I noticed wasn't a spec, it was the actual physical shape of the product. The camera still has 15 degrees of rotation, up and down, and a 92-degree field of view, which kind of puts it somewhere between GoPro's linear and wide, depending on the stabilization. But the camera actually protrudes much further, and can actually even be extended by half a centimeter, which puts it much further from your face. That might sound like a tiny design change, but it's actually one of the biggest improvements they've made. With the original MusicCam, as I said, it felt like every shot included a third of my face. But with this new one, the camera sits much further forward, essentially eliminating your face from all the frames. The MusicCam Pro also improves on the earlier model, allowing you to capture up to 4K at 30 FPS, upscaled from 2K. It retains the same bone conduction headphones, allowing you to listen to music or podcasts without much loss in audio quality, while also being able to hear your surroundings. And it's still pretty light at 55 grams. It has 4 gigabytes of on-device local storage, allowing you to capture video, voice notes, and photos without connecting to your phone, but also allowing you to store music and podcasts for when you want to go swimming and you can't connect to your phone directly. And in terms of battery life, it has a 600 milliampere hour battery, which is enough for 100 minutes of recording at 4K or 15 hours of music playback. Basically, it never ran out of charge while I was on a hike. And even if it did, it would fast charge back up to 100% in under 60 minutes. And to round off the updated specs, the MusicCam Pro now comes with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi 6, allowing you to connect to and transfer your photos and videos from the device much faster. Getting started was actually much easier than last time. The app feels much more polished. The onboarding process was super smooth, with the app confirming that you understood each step before moving on to the next one. And in general, the setup and everything, it felt much more easy to just dive into. Immediately, I noticed how the redesigned physical camera layout makes a huge difference. There's no face blocking every shot. It feels much more natural, much more immersive. You're seeing what I'm seeing. The wide field of view captures a lot of your surroundings without feeling overly distorted, and the 6-axis stabilization already does a pretty good job of smoothing out walking, jogging, even running and jumping around. And I'm sure you can boost that further in whatever app you use to produce your content if you need to. But probably one of the biggest software upgrades I'm grateful for is the live view, which allows you to frame shots in the app and see what you're recording before you hit record. Now I can frame the shot on my phone, make sure everything's good, hit record, and record without worry. Feels small, but huge quality of life upgrade. One thing I've really appreciated, especially while hiking, is this bone conduction open ear design. With noise cancelling headphones, I always find myself there's some kind of constraint or limitation. Either I'm blocking out the world around me and I can't hear the birds, I can't hear my hiking partners, I can't hear any dangers, bears, wolves, things in the forest. I can just hear everything around me while I have this soundtrack. It's almost like I have this soundtrack just following me around. Or I'm only listening with one headphone, switching them out from time to time. Or I'm not listening at all. With these, I get the best of all worlds. I can listen to my music, I can listen to podcasts, I can have conversations with people without stopping the music, and I can hear the forest, I can hear the birds, I can hear the waterfalls. It feels much more immersive being out in nature, but without having to sacrifice the music that I like to listen to while working out. As with the previous model, taking photos and capturing video and audio recordings is super straightforward, super convenient. There's no fumbling for a phone in your pocket or turning on the GoPro and missing the moment. Your headphones are already on, you're listening to music. All you have to do is tap this button once for a photo, tap it twice for a video, tap it 3 times for an audio recording. That easy. I even received a few calls while I was hiking and walking around the city, and I have to say the audio quality was great too. They could hear me, I could hear them. It didn't feel like it got in the way of anything. And for all you streamers and live content creators out there, that live function on the app isn't only for framing shots. It also allows you to stream directly from the app. All you have to do is go live on the app and then share that screen with whatever social media app you like to go live on. One thing I specifically wanted to try out was swimming, because it's one thing for it to be waterproof, but offline music listening changes everything. Being able to leave my phone in the locker and still listen to music while swimming was something I've always wanted to do. And I couldn't do it with the first version, but with MusicCam Pro, now I finally can. Over the past week in the city, I've also tried a lot of the non-camera features, and to be honest, Vibelets, the company behind MusicCam, it feels like they've gone all out on this new app. It's so complete that it almost feels like its own product that you could enjoy without even owning the headphones. I'll just note that you can't, as most of these features only work when you're connected to the device itself. You've got built-in translations that work via voice or text. You've got live call interpretation. You've got a live in-person interpretation that allows you to understand people speaking different languages while you travel. You've got an AI assistant. There's live navigation and direction. And there's even this team intercom feature, which allows you to communicate with your partners if you're cycling or cruising on your motorbikes or even just hiking at different speeds. It allows you to stay in touch. And the coolest thing that I was able to try out was the AI vision recognition. A lot of these features make use of the latest in AI tech, but unfortunately they weren't enabled on my review unit yet, so I won't be able to comment on how well they worked. But to be honest, they're like the icing on top of the cake. They're the bonus features. AI translation, live navigation, sure, they're nice to have, and it'd be great to cram even more features into this already amazing device. But then why you're buying this. You're buying this for the all-in-one content creation system, the POV view, the bone conduction, open-ear headphones. Anything else, that's a bonus. The one feature I was able to demo and was honestly blown away with was the AI vision recognition. Just being able to snap things as I go and getting it to translate or tell me what it is a really nice feature to have. Moving on to the app, it definitely feels a lot more polished. It does feel like a step in the right direction. It's much smoother, navigation around the app just works, and loading photos and files from the device to your phone or vice versa is super fast. I'm guessing that's thanks to the Wi-Fi 6 improvement. And there's even an upcoming AI video editing feature, which should make editing that video that you took on that hike or that day out just a breeze. This is still a pre-production unit, so I did run into a few bugs, the biggest of which was probably the video recording. Every now and again it would become a bit unresponsive or drop out, stop when it didn't need to, start when it didn't need to, but I put this down to me trying to do too many things at once. It only really happened when I was listening to music while copying files to my device and also trying to record things at the same time. It seemed like I was just stressing out this little device a little bit too much. Other than that, the only real hardware complaint that I have was long-term comfort with long hair. If you have short hair or you tie it up in a bun like me, it shouldn't be a problem. It doesn't stretch my ears or anything. Like I had this thing when I had my hair down, it kind of felt like my hair was pulling the headphones out, which in turn was pulling my ears out. But when it's all wrapped up in a bun, or if I had short hair, it would be completely fine. But this is easily mitigated by tying your hair up or maybe having your hair over the device instead. Overall, compared to the original MusicCam, this feels like a much more refined and mature product. The redesigned camera fixes one of my biggest complaints. The offline music is a genuinely useful addition. The app feels much cleaner and nicer, more responsive. And all of the core features, photos, videos, music listening, translations, they all worked reliably during my testing. But considering this is a pre-production Kickstarter unit, I'm much more interested in the direction they're headed, the progress I've seen since the first version, than any individual bug here or there. If those firmware updates land before launch, I think MusicCam Pro has the potential to be a genuinely useful wearable, not just for content creators, but for hikers, travelers, cyclists, swimmers, or anyone who wants to capture real human moments without stopping to take out their phones. If you want to learn more, support the project, or get your own MusicCam Pro, I'll leave the Kickstarter link in the description. But make sure you move fast because I don't think the $229 launch price will last long. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.